So let me load up the Excel workbook. And I just load it directly into Power BI. So when you look at the data here, your combined data has got loaded. Now, there might be a need to group all my courses into different groups. In that case, I would right click on this. If I go to the bottom, there is a group. So group would show me all the values that I have here, and then I can group the courses. Like individually, I click on them and I can press Control and choose the courses from here. When I say group, it will include the name as a combination of all the different courses. So I will use this. Let's say I'll call it AI courses. This is one group. Then let's say I have all the Excel courses, which I'm going to group again. And this one I'll say Excel courses. Then I have the foreign language courses. Programming. Just call it programming, and maybe there could be other C programming, Java programming, Python programming, and so on. So once I do this, this would put another column and group them accordingly. So there's a new column that has got added. Okay. Now initially the null values are coming, so we can get rid of the null values. So you will be able to see all your data. Now this one is a content course, so which is a grouping. So if I want to do a sorting, I can do the sort by column and I'll be able to get all the courses sorted. Okay, so all my Excel courses are together, all my AI courses will be together and so on. And within each of them, there could be a further breakup in terms of the total count people and different courses that are there. Want to do a refresh, I can do a refresh from here and it would show me the total number of courses. Now, once this grouping is added, the advantage is I could do a visualization. I could do a graph or a chart based on this. So when it is a text or an alphanumeric value, I can use a group. In case of a number, it is difficult to have specific values, right? You would rather use a range. So in that case, I would say I would again go to new group, but instead of groups now, what we'll have is a bin. So earlier one was list. Now we'll have a bin. where the minimum and the maximum value has been used, and I can do a breakup in terms of, let's say, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. Once I do this, this bin type is either number of bins or size of bins. Size means count. So I say, okay. All right. How this helps is if I use this data to now draw a visual of a histogram, then it would actually show me the continuous. Okay. So each of them is a grouping in terms of how many people, some of the participants, and the bin. So you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in this way. If you want to change the size of the bins, then you need to come to the visual and take care of this. Okay. So you can choose the grid lines, you can choose the columns, apply settings, and you can choose the transparency, border, layout. Okay. Now the space between this is 20%. If you want to use the slicer, it becomes very thin. Okay. Space between each series, you can put a 0. So which means it's continuous. So I have the group and in the y-axis, I would put the bins. So I drag it and drop it into the bins. So here I can see Excel, participants, all courses, participants. So you can see here, programming, number of participants, and bins, count of total. If I don't need so many, maybe I just need the bin. I'll remove the other one. So I now have Excel courses, AI courses, foreign languages, relationship. If I want to play around with the columns, so I can get a separated columns as well. Okay. And if you want to change the title, something like this, and then you can. Okay, so that's the purpose behind creating these bins and the groups. So to repeat it once again, go to the table view, right click, And here you have the new group. If you were to do it on a text column, then this list is the only option. That is the grouping. In case you don't want to, in case there is a numeric figure, like these attendees, then you would have an option to create it with the bin. So which field, what is the size? So in case of a numeric, you would get the min and max and you have the option to choose the size. Like earlier I had chosen 5. You can increase it to 10, 20, depending on how big or small you want the group size to be. And then you can generate different visuals using that grouped data.